Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Did you know that some foods should never be refrigerated? That's right. While the fridge helps preserve many items, some foods can actually lose their flavor, texture, or ripen improperly when stored in cold temperatures. In today's video, we're going to talk about 10 common foods you should never refrigerate and why. Let's get started. First up on our list, tomatoes. While it may be tempting to store them in the fridge, cold temperatures can actually ruin their texture and flavor. Refrigeration stops tomatoes from ripening and can make them mealy and less tasty. Keep them at room temperature for the best flavor and texture. Next up, potatoes. When stored in the fridge, the starch in potatoes can convert to sugar, resulting in a sweet and gritty texture when cooked. Potatoes are best stored in a cool, dark place like a pantry or cupboard to keep their texture intact and prevent sprouting. Onions should also stay out of the fridge. When refrigerated, onions become soft and moldy due to the humidity in the fridge. Instead, store onions in a cool, dry, well-ventilated area like a basket or pantry to keep them fresh for longer. Garlic is another food that doesn't like the fridge. Storing garlic in the fridge can lead to sprouting and a loss of flavor. It's best to store garlic in a cool, dry place with plenty of ventilation to keep it fresh and flavorful. Surprisingly, bread doesn't belong in the fridge either. Cold temperatures cause bread to dry out and go stale much faster. Store bread at room temperature in a bread box or tightly sealed bag to keep it soft and fresh. You can freeze bread for longer storage, but the fridge is a no-go. If you want your avocados to ripen properly, don't store them in the fridge. Cold temperatures slow down the ripening process. Keep avocados on the counter until they're ripe. Once ripe, you can store them in the fridge to slow down further ripening, but never put unripe avocados in the fridge. Bananas are very sensitive to cold temperatures. Storing them in the fridge can cause their skin to turn brown and stop the ripening process. For perfectly ripened bananas, keep them at room temperature on the counter until they're ready to eat. Honey should never be stored in the fridge. Cold temperatures can cause honey to crystallize and harden, making it difficult to use. Store honey in a cool, dry place at room temperature to keep it smooth and liquid for longer. To preserve the flavor of your coffee beans, never store them in the fridge. The cold and moisture in the fridge can dull the flavor of the beans and cause them to absorb odors from other foods. Instead, keep coffee beans in an airtight container at room temperature. Finally, olive oil should never be refrigerated. Cold temperatures can cause the oil to become cloudy and solidify. Store olive oil in a cool, dark place like a pantry to maintain its smooth texture and quality. So there you have it, 10 common foods that should never be refrigerated. Keeping these foods out of the fridge will help preserve their flavor, texture, and freshness. If you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more food tips and kitchen hacks. Let me know in the comments, what's one food you've been storing in the fridge that you're going to take out? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.